Hey Ninja Bex, Ninja Master Nick here, and today I'm gonna be doing my final Ninjago Season 10, much of it only a episode watching review, which pretty much ends the Masters of Spinjitzu era, with this episode being called Endings, before the 11-minute era of Ninjago starts. Hudson, I think from what I remember, I think it's like at least a few months after this season it ends with this episode. And I'm going to be giving a little bit of my final thoughts on the episode. And if you enjoyed today's Ninjago Season 10, and much of it only Episode 10 episode watching review, make sure to give this video a like and comment. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to press the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you will be notified of when new Ninjago videos upload to the channel. And now it's going to my final episode watching review of Ninjago Season 10 with episode 10 of Much of Oni. And enjoy the watching review. And was I doing a little bit of a flashback to Faith. Hey, escaping the first one with the firstborn, and then pretty much warning the ninja of the oncoming danger. Yeah, I did a little of a theory video a while back about why they left before the events of this season. Like, it's kind of weird that they just disappeared after searching for the first Spinjitzu master. And only that we saw left before these guys came in. And it was Mistake who got killed off by Gamagon last season. And I might leave a link in the description to theory this video before about why they only left the first one before the events of season 10. Crazy dragons got defeated pretty quick. And only dragons are supposed to be powerful creatures. I guess for pacing purposes, they don't want to show a lot because they just want to get the story going.
I came to warn you. Darkness just like the others. But what if I led them?
I agree with you. We're going to die here either way. Even if she did or didn't and come here to Ninjago to warn the ninja.
What is it?
Fell into the darkness.
And for those who didn't see my last watching review, or didn't see the season yet, Cole pretty much fall into the darkness, and near the end, you pretty much saw him alive. So, like I said in my last watching review, it's kind of dumb that he just fell right into the dark cloud. That's because there's going to be pretty much of a fake out death anyway, because later on in this episode, we're just going to be seeing him again. And again, I do get why, because Because Roy wanted to tell Domino that how life is more important than survival.
Luckily, you have me. Felt it sweet. But, Master,
If we melted.
Okay, I didn't mention this in my last watching review, but it's kind of weird that everybody's just touching the golden armor because it's very much made from the golden weapons of Spinjitzu. And if you guys remember all the way back in Ninjago Season 3, he rebooted in the final episode. When Zane touched it, he pretty much exploded. And he rebuilt himself as the Zane that we've seen from Season 4 Tournament of Elements all the way up to Dragon's Rising. And so it's kind of weird that we're touching it. That's just a small continuity error. Maybe the golden armor doesn't have the powers of activation anymore. Maybe that's why they are unaffected by it, because if you guys remember already back in the pilot episodes, they really told Kai that no one can manage to hold all of the golden weapons of Spinjitzu at once.
prepare the forge.
Kai's back in his blacksmith outfit. And we didn't see him running back since we first saw him in the first episode of the pilot season and of Ninjago.
The sword of fire. The scythe.
It's kind of cool to see her golden weapons back after being turned into the golden armor for the Overlord. It's transforming into a golden master from season 3. And these weapons do return later on in Ninjago Crystallized, when in the Crystal Council stolen them and made them the crystallized golden weapons.
I think he'd want you to have it.
Like I said earlier, when Cole Fouls just going to turn out as a fake out death. So if we wrote out the fall that Cole had in the last episode, not much is going to change in the season.
Hey guys, did you forget something? It's me, Cole.
There was a pair of scissors going handy to him to fix the communication device.
Please work, please work, please work, please work. I can't see it. It worked.
And here comes the Earth Jeller from Ninjago Season 2. And surprisingly, this is going to be the last appearance of the Earth Jeller. And after he went back to the monastery and made that pretty much not off the cliff.
Right. As soon as you step out there, it's gonna.
Okay, it's kind of dumb that he's not facing Solid Clock yet. Because if you guys remember, in the first episode of the same season here, when Sonic was in the cloud, we get frozen solid instantly. But for some reason with Cole, he's taking a while. He's definitely got some plot armor on him right now. Okay, that's a whole lot more Oni than last time. Because in the last couple episodes, then we only saw a few. And that's like at least 100 or more. Only that's heading up the stairs of the monastery of Spinjitzu.
Sit on my feet.
As will I.
Yeah, she's like, I'm trying to die. Hey, before I get myself healed. And well, that's not good on her because she's trying to go down and fighting. Hey, along with everybody else. Rue, Garmadon, even the ninja.
Few surprises left for both of us.
I would say the final battle of season 10 in the Oni trilogy has officially started. What do you mean? And this is kind of the same nitpick that I had while doing a little bit of a review on the Ninjago and Dreams crossover. It's kind of dumb that elemental monster can use his elemental power of a golden weapon. And then, if you guys remember all the way back in the first episode out of the entire Ninjago series, Kai used the earthquakes, and he was the master of fire, and he still used his power of earth. So, when he said, side of Kratos is not responding to what she wants to do, it's pretty dumb. And kind of ridiculous and continuity error. Okay, that was pretty funny. Yeah, I noticed it's kind of ridiculous that they pulled out the fake of death for Cole, but the way Jay told him the joke was kind of funny. And there goes the Earth Jeweler. Like I said earlier, this is literally the last time we're going to be seeing it throughout the entire Ninjago series. Because I'm pretty sure it went near the bottom of the mountain and pretty much got destroyed beyond any repair. Okay. Yeah, we say Garmadon is in his Oni form, and it kind of looks a little silly because it's pretty much just his face on a Oni mask, even though it's not technically a mask, but because his face. But I do prefer the Oni form that he had form crystallized compared to this Oni form, because it's again it's pretty much just his face with horns. And there goes her goofy face Oni form Garmadon. And again, I do prefer the one from Crystallized than the one here, because the one Crystallized looks a lot better. Yeah, with like him actually having a genuine only look to him, with wings and stuff. And that was also the last time we didn't see Toe using his lava arms in the Masters of Spinjitzu era, but we will be seeing it again throughout the 11-minute hour, and the Dragon's Rising era.
I have to ask you something important.
Now?
You make me so happy every day.
Even Dumbledore looks pretty shocked. Because, if you guys remember, this is the evil side of Dumbledore that her roommate brought back in season 8. Hey, but throughout the season, well, more like near the end of the last episode, he's slowly starting to show his good side again. And because you can't have bad without good. And, well, in pieces of media like this.
We need to talk about your sense of timing, Jay. There may not be a tornado. Yeah, let's give him a creation.
And it looks like we're going to use a tornado of creation, which they did mention in the very first episode of this season.
How do you know? Yeah, it was a miracle. It worked. I am not one of you. No.
That is now or never, Dumbledore. So you make a decision fast, because the doors of the monster's Spinjitzu will not last for much longer. Okay, and I think this is literally the second time that we saw Dumbledore using Spinjitzu. Well, outside of the flashback of him telling Roy about his history with Klaus and Chen. I mean, he second time using Spinjitzu in the present day, after he used it in the first season when him and we were fighting in the conquerings from the realm of madness. And that's the tornado of creation. And just like with I said about Mistake, take it all in and about her, because later on, Lloyd is just going to say all is bad. And just like with that, and take this all in, because this is literally the last time him and Ninja are going to be using the tornado of creation. After this, it's never going to be used again. And we'll say, Lloyd has consciously he teleported to wherever this place is, where the spirit of the first Spinjitzu master is at. And it kind of looks Clone Kingdom in Chima-esque. Looking, because there's some floating stuff. And then it just looks like a place from Chima a little bit. And now he's meeting his grandfather slash the creator of the entire land of Ninjago. However, you just don't see his face because, as you can see right here, it's kind of being shadowed by the light behind him. And when he's going to talk to him, you can see that the first ninjutsu master is pretty much the back of him. He might be dead in Wu's flashback and dream from season 9, and the flashback that we're going to be seeing later on in season 11, Secrets of Forbidden Spinjitzu, and when he is telling some of a ninja and Pixel about how him being the treacherous deceiver and his history with Asira.
If anyone should kneel, it should be I've done. But
So, technically, the first Spinjitzu master about him here, it kind of implies that he's technically he is dead, quote unquote, because as we've seen later on, especially in Dragon's Rising, he pretty much came back to life. Even chose to say he with his friends among the living. I think what he means by that is, well, this place is, to come with him and stay there, or go with him and probably go to the pilot ground. Like I said, he died. But he's kind of unconscious, from what we saw in a little bit. Yeah, right here it kind of seems like he's going to go with his grandfather to whatever place he's talking about. And then, from what we've seen later on, especially for new viewers who came in through Ninjago Dragon's Rising, Lloyd is pretty much still alive. And this is the last time we're going to be seeing the golden weapons until Ninjago crystallized. Yeah, and right here is pretty much implied that he died. And so it's kind of a little weird that he came back to life, but yeah, also kind of makes sense because, as like I said a little bit ago, twice already, he's pretty much in Ninjago Dragon's Rising in the 11-minute hour of the show. I would say he's okay now. He's back in the land of the living. And this is the last time we're going to be seeing Domadon until crystallized. They do mention him about once in Secrets of Forbidden Spinjitzu, which is literally next season, in a small cameo in Prime Empire as a little bit of a digital version. When the Prime Empire game is choosing the boss fight that Glory is going to fight, and he also got mentioned again and in Crystallized before his return. And then there's also a comic series about Garmadon and trying to find his inner good, But is with how they reintroduced him in Crystallized, it's kind of hard to tell if the comic series is canon with the show or not. Or say they made a little memorial of this season, then with all of the colors of the elements slash ninja suit colors, and it was a somewhat from a cloud slash a tornado creation from the above angle. And that is it for episode 10 and the Monsters of Spinjitzu Hour. The watching review. And now let's move on to the fourth section of this watching review. And that was the final episode of Ninjago Season 10, Much of a Oni, and the end of the first hour of Ninjago. It has been a pretty crazy ride. Hey, they went from fighting and talking skeletons and living skeletons and to demon-like people. Hey, been through a lot. Throughout the Monsters of Spinjitzu Hour. And this season is pretty. It's somewhat crazy. Yeah, but it is a shame that we don't get much more information on the Oni, besides from what Zane said in the first episode of Ninjago Season 8, Sense of Ramadan, for the demon-like beings who has some evil powers, but we don't even see much of that besides the Omega pretty much absorbing Ramadan's destruction power, and also the power to shapeshift, which we did see from Mastarte in season 900, which was last season, but not too much else after that. I do wish they could have done a little bit more of the Oni. Hey, maybe if they made this a little bit of a longer season, hey, they could have done something more for the Oni. And, who is the Omega? And it was the 3 Oni warlords that made the 3 Oni masks. And that never got explained. But it's still a pretty good season. And then they got the Monsters Spinjitzu rebuilt after Lloyd and the Hypno Boy had destroyed it all the way back in the first season. And this is going to be the ninjas' home base throughout the rest of the series. It's even up into Dragon's Rising, and after the merge, and when Lloyd starts training in the new ninja, Sora and Ellen, and technically Wildfire too. And it's also pretty nice to see the tornado of creation for the last time. But also, it might not be the last time we will see it, because who knows when the ninja are going to be using it again. And because it is still possible for them to use it in the future and stuff. And then they also went to some new realms throughout the Masters of Spinjitzu Hour, like in season 5 when they went to the Clown Kingdom, and last season when they went to the first realm, and we also technically saw Ninjago for a brief period of time, but that will also eventually return with Elator had quote-unquote lost Jin and regaining his powers. Then that's going to be it for today's Ninjago Season 10 episode watching review. And the watching review for the Monsters of Spinjitzu Hour. And the next watching review is going to be for the 11-minute hour. And like I said before, I already did head Season 13, Master of a Mountain, and the Island, Seabound, and Crystallized. But I might do them again, and just to go through the entire 11-minute hour. And can't wait to do those watching reviews. And like, comment, and subscribe. And turn on the notification bell when new. And more videos will be coming your way soon. And I'll see you guys next time on Ninja Master Net.